So I wanted to talk about this disparity I find between the way that I like to move through my day. My favorite days in the whole world are days that I have no plan whatsoever. And I say, I feel like reading a little bit in this book. I feel like going into the studio and painting. Oh, that was fun. I think I'll go out in the garden and weed for a few minutes. And I just move through the day just like a kid. It's very free and fun and unstructured, and I feel very satisfied at the end of a day like that. And I can't describe what exactly changes between the days when I just flow effortlessly like that and I'm perfectly happy, and the days when I feel like, well, this isn't important, or I'm not getting anything accomplished, or I should be doing blah, blah, blah. Following your bliss versus what I should be doing.
When someone talks about setting goals, that's because people are afraid that if they don't make their statements of what they want, that something else will run over the top of them and carry them away into places that they do not want to go. And what we're wanting you to understand is that just through the contrasting nature of your experience, you are exuding constant preferences and decisions that are projecting out ahead of you in advance in a pre-paving fashion and are literally culminating out there in advance, and law of attraction is amassing around them for your future rendezvous with them. And when you are in this, I am guided, I am joyful, I am blessed, when you are in that sort of vibration, then you are just inspired to the perfect rendezvous. And from our point of view, that's the only thing that you should ever do. We would begin saying, it is my responsibility to rendezvous with my joy. It is my responsibility to meet up with what I've been saying I want. It's my responsibility to keep myself in the best feeling place so that the best culminations can happen. We would like to help you to relax into the place of realizing that there is a big difference between trying to make things happen and allowing them to happen. The should monster is me making it happen, and my basking through my day is my allowing it to happen. This is the question that man has been asking from the beginning of his awareness of his relationship with source energy. What is my responsibility to someone else? And we say, your responsibility can only be to yourself, and that is to align with the energy that is source. And when you do, all intentions that you held even before your birth into this body, as well as all dovetailing intentions that you've picked up along your physical trail since, will come into alignment. There are so many people who would look at someone who spent the day reading a book and playing in the garden, is the way they would put it, as someone who is maybe not being as responsible, and you should get out there and do things that are more productive in nature. And we would say, from your inner being's perspective, you are tending to life in the way that you've intended. Do not misunderstand. We think that you could be actively involved in a lot of things and feeling as much joy as in any of those things, but we do not think that the shouldness or the rightness or the appropriateness of any activity can be measured by any other factor than the joy that you are getting from it. We would far rather see you enjoying making your cake than suffering as you are doing something that you think that you should do. We also acknowledge that when you get really tuned in, that you find that you can do everything and still do it in that joy, and that the things that line up the best for you and that give you the most joy end up being the things that are on your plate, and the other things gravitate to others. The thing that makes this so confused is that humans are not spending very much time paying attention to energy as it is flowing. Instead, they're looking at actions and manifestations. And your inner being is expressing to you from your framework of joy, this would be fun, this would be exhilarating.
And there's almost a guiltiness in listening to that voice. I sort of scanned back over my life and I realized I've never had a real powerful ambition, career or big bucks or the giant house or anything that are the societal measures of
you've
success.
Had a huge ambition. Your ambition is to be joyful.
I
There is
know.
no greater ambition. And when you are in that vibration, whatever you are needing or wanting to lead you toward that end will always show itself. And don't let those who have chosen suffering as the framework of their life make you feel guilty that you are not choosing more suffering.